President Trump says he is now hitting China with a 100% tariff, reigniting the global trade war. President Trump threatens new tariffs on China. The truce seems to be over. In a lengthy post on Truth Social, the president criticized Chinese President Xi over his country's efforts to control the export of rare earth minerals. Trump suggested there would be no reason to meet with his Chinese counterpart, as he was scheduled to do in a couple of weeks, and he is threatening retaliation, significant retaliation.
Just want to confirm, have you canceled your meeting with President Xi? And
no, I haven't canceled, but I don't know that we're going to have it. But I'm going to be there regardless, so I would assume we might have it. But, you know, they hit the world with something that really is not anything that people are going to do. And it was shocking. I can tell you, Howard and I and Todd, we all, Scott, we were all speaking about it before. And it was, we said, where did that come from? It was just, that was out of the blue, right? Out of the blue, they came up with this whole import-export concept, and nobody knew anything about it. So.
If they roll back their export controls, the new announcement, would you roll back?
Look, we're going to have to see what happens. That's why I made it November 1st. We'll see what happens.
What else besides software could be on the table in terms of export controls?
A lot more. I mean, you have software, but you have a lot more. We have airplanes, we have airplane parts. You remember that from last time. And we were just surprised that China. I have a very good relationship with President Xi, and they did that. This is not something that I, instigated. This was just a response to something that they did. And they didn't really aim it at us. They aimed it at the whole world. The whole world is subject to it. So I thought it was very, very bad. But we have many things, including a big thing is airplane. They have a lot of Boeing planes, and they need parts and lots of things like that, Steve.
It's just big losses on Wall Street. President Trump threatened China with a massive increase in tariffs. This after Beijing restricted rare earth exports to the U.S. Responding, the Dow fell 878 points. The S&P 500 closed 2.7% lower. The NASDAQ down 3.5%. Today marks the biggest one-day drop on Wall Street since Liberation Day back in April. The Dow dropped heavily as soon as that post went public.
Today's reaction, market reaction, is a reaction to President Trump. But the uncertainty going forward is, it's been heightened. They have to work together. So US and China, in terms of international trade, we depend on each other. So at some point, we're going to have to reach an agreement, and we're going to have to continue to negotiate. I think today is a hiccup, but it does tell us that maybe negotiations are not going very well, and it may extend into 2026. Liberation Day was April 2nd, early April, right? We had kicked the can down the road earlier. It was July 9th and then August 1st, and now it seems to be indefinite, and that is a worry for the markets.
偷偷告诉大家，我最近发现了新法宝 Royal Face 逆时奇迹系列，它有活肤露、全效精华，还有精华霜。尤其我皮肤比较偏干，所以我非常的注重保湿。保湿做得好，肌肤自然烹饪。提亮肤色更年轻，抚平皱纹超有感，而且气色变好。用心保养，每天都更美丽。美吧。